Hello, 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 and welcome. I'm Sheila Balgobin, known as the Dream Decipherer, and this is Dream Your Life, Live Your Dream Life, where we talk about all things dreams. Now, today we're going to be looking at dreams and money, or wealth, in the more general sense. And just as our finances will occupy a large amount of our time and energy when we're awake, that will also, of course, filter into our dreams as well as other areas of our life. Because our beliefs influence what we think, how we feel, and ultimately how we behave. So everything, if you might say, comes down to our mindset, and our dreams are no different. If we have issues about how we perceive the world, our own value, how we value ourselves, our level of self-confidence and esteem, and whether we feel that we're capable of accomplishing anything, will all filter into our behavior and feelings and thoughts, as well as our dreams. So think about some of the expressions that people will use particularly when times are tough. Money doesn't grow on trees. I'm not made of money. We can't afford it. All of those kinds of things. And particularly as children, we're absorbing that information from our elders, and it becomes ingrained in us to the point where we don't even notice that we think or feel that way, but it influences our behavior and consequently our dreams. So when we're dreaming about money, we need to consider two things. First of all, what is the relationship we have with ourselves? Because it's the longest and the longest relationship we will ever have with anyone is with ourselves. And if that relationship is not healthy for us, it could come up in the form of dreams with regard to our feelings of self-worth. Do we feel valued? So you could think of money as shorthand for value, just value in the broadest sense, whether it be, how we value our health, we value our relationships, we value ourselves. So money is just a shorthand that could be used to express how we feel about ourselves and how people view us. Now, there's also another thing to consider when we dream about money is, where is that money coming from? Is there a benefactor? Is it money that belongs to us? Is it something that's given to us? Is it something being taken away? So there's also an indicator of what our relationships of like, not necessarily financial relationships, but relationships in general. So we're going to be looking briefly at some of the scenarios that may come up in our dreams with regard to money, and see what they may be suggesting to the dreamer. But as always, I have to say that it always has to be in context with what's going on in the dreamer's life at that particular time. So what one set of symbols in a dream may mean for one person is going to be totally different than what it means for another. You always have to look at things in context. But let's start and see from various types of dreams what they could be saying to the dreamer. Like, first of all, winning money. That could be an indication that the dreamer is in a very positive state and has the power to attract the things that they desire in their lives. Perhaps if the person feels that everything is going their way at the moment, that it's smooth sailing, that abundance and however they define that, is with them, and they're able to enjoy life. And my question here would be to someone is like, well, where do you feel enriched in your life? What areas during your waking state do you feel that are somehow improving or feel richer in some way? Now, a very common dream is that of worries, money worries. And heaven knows that we worry enough about that when we're awake, so it would of necessity carry into our sleep, where the psyche's trying to discharge stress, and floats that information up in the form of a dream to kind of frame what it is that's bothering us. So dreaming about being in financial straits could be a reflection of what's actually going on in a person's life at that moment. Are bills getting on top of the person? Are there unexpected expenses that have thrown a monkey wrench in your finances? I mean, remember that the finance can be a metaphor for other things in our lives. So it's things that we value. So where could that be you would be feeling that in your waking life? It could be in your relationships, it could be in your job, it could be, you want a raise or something, or feel that you deserve a raise. So again, it's all about what is actually going on in your life. Interestingly enough, research has shown that such dreams are often experienced by students who are worried about taking exams, and employees who are looking to get promoted. So again, those kind of value worries, getting a good grade on an exam or getting a promotion, are linked to, again, how we value ourselves or feel that others value us. Another type of dream is finding money. Now, dreams around finding money could be a reflection of perhaps inner growth and appreciation of oneself and recognition of our own value and the value that others give to us. Particularly when we're dreaming about money that is completely ours. It's ours. We earned it. We inherited it. Whatever the case may be, but it's under our control, as opposed to money that someone has given to us, and we'll look at that in a few moments. But finding this unexpected bonus or benefit may signify a sense of adventure and new opportunities that are coming into the person's life. But there's a caveat here. Perhaps if they find this money in a wallet somewhere that belongs to someone else, it may be a suggestion that while you appreciate the abundance, oi Patricia, while you appreciate the abundance, it may actually be saying something different in terms of you're not being appreciated enough and should be valued more, whether by yourself or by others. So that's something to think about. What is the context, again, of how that money comes into your possession? Now, dreaming about finding money or receiving money can represent success and achievement. You're accomplishing your goals and you're successful in some way. But again, you have to look at it as more than just being mere wealth, dollars and cents or yen or whatever the case may be. Wealth comes to us in many ways, whether it be good health or healthy relationships, a sense of self-confidence and self-worth. Those are things that enrich our lives as well. Now, so those good dreams about being lucky, finding money and whatnot can represent changes and opportunities that we have either benefited from or are coming our way, and we're acknowledging that in some way. Now, if we're on the other hand losing money, perhaps giving money away to others, there may be some anxiety around that. Feeling that people perhaps are putting their hands in our pockets or wallets, so to speak, because we're losing money. We're not feeling enriched by the process. Remember, money is energy. It just represents energy, as like any other form of energy. And you can, if you hold on to it, you block it because it can't move. But if you let it flow, it will always come. It'll go, but it'll always come as well. And that energetically, that's really important. And perhaps the dream is saying something along those lines, that you are getting in your own way, perhaps, by having a mindset that, this is not an investment, I'm losing something. It's, again, always important to look at things in context. Now, if someone is giving you money, that's great. I mean, it could simply mean that there's an unexpected funds coming your way, or there's some kind of material gain of some sort that is providing an additional comfort or enjoyment in your life. Now, it's important to be able to balance this giving and receiving, because either one can cause us anxiety when it comes to money, either giving too much or even having too much. There just needs to be a bit of balance between the two. I mean, but dreaming of getting money could be a message from the universe that simply that you need to manage your money better, or that there is something that you need to look at with regard to where you invest your energy. And I use the word energy deliberately because money is a form of energy, and can represent different things in our lives. And you need to broaden out the definition of what wealth is to be able to really tease out the full meaning of a dream. But there's a last type of dream that perhaps that people might not want to think about, is that dreaming about money, there may be some guilt around that. There may be, and I know this is very common with people who do healing work, that they feel that they're like these holy vessels of healing and shouldn't have to charge people for it, or so they end up with this poverty mindset, which means it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. I don't believe I should be making enough money, and therefore I'm not going to. So it's very important that any issues that we have around money, whether it be feeling guilty about earning money because you're doing healing work or service kinds of tasks, helping others, or have these notions that we've grown up with. Again, I use some of the expressions we use: money doesn't grow on trees, money is the root of all evil. All of those things that have been programmed into us as children, and we've internalized to the point that we don't even know that we think this way or feel this way about things. I know I had to calm down in my inner 5-year-old because she thought money was stupid and never let her have anything. And she was kicking my butt for a long time until I worked with a coach and realized that. So it's really how we look at our relationship with money that determines how our dreams reflect those feelings about our relationship with money. So I hope that gives you something to think about. I also work with people around their mindset and creating abundance for themselves, and it really is about wearing new neural pathways in our brains so that we don't automatically go to the negative, which is how we're programmed as people, because we remember bad things that might kill us more quickly than we remember good things. But we can change that mindset and change the neural pathways to reflect a more positive attitude, which can only positively impact our relationship with money. So there you have it. Some thoughts around dreams and money and what they could be saying to you and your waking life. And if you have any dreams about money that you would like to figure out what's going on, get in contact. I'd offer a free consultation, and we can look at your dream together and see exactly what is the message being sent to you. Thanks again for watching and listening. Have a great rest of the day, and I'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.